Welcome back to me on Do It While We Do It Watch Stupid Shit. And look, bro, I'm not gonna lie, after watching that last video, if y'all ain't seen that last video, bro, you gotta watch it. Link in the description. And I mean, I'm telling you, bro, that last video is crazy. And like, look, if you don't want to hear me talk, this is how good that video is. If you don't even want to hear me talk, the link to the video of the what I watched, bro, and reacted to is in that description. So if you don't want to hear me talk, bro, that's cool. I just advise you to go watch that video because that shit crazy. But anyway, so this video right here, I don't really know what to expect because the title sound crazy. Like, this girl is using a water bottle to steal thousands of dollars. So I don't know what this scam is, but it sounds like it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna be real mad at this video is ass. But yeah, let's see like, cause this don't even make sense. How can you use a water bottle to steal money? How?
This is 21-year-old Marie Aviles. On April 23rd, 2025, Boca Raton police responded to a Hollister clothing store in reference to an employee caught in a scheme to steal merchandise. Officers learned Loss Prevention has conducted an investigation after receiving an anonymous tip on their ethics hotline. The investigation finds that Marie has taken at least 55 different items of clothing by hiding items in her water bottle and wearing items out of the store.
I thought she was doing something else. She was stealing clothes. Y'all really got me watching this shit from somebody, a 21-year-old boosting clothes, bro. Hiding the clothes in her water bottle and wearing some of the clothes out. Y'all really got me watching this? All right, look, we done already started. I'm gonna watch it anyway. Stealing clothes, dog, from Hollister.
Hello. All right. So big picture.
No problem.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really confused. It's like, I think I'm about to beat the hell out of a dead horse. And but this is a little different though, because she wasn't stealing money. She was stealing clothes. And it's like, when you get caught, let them fire you and leave. Don't wait for the police. Like, that don't even make sense. Like, you're stealing clothes. All right, look. Stealing is wrong in general, okay? I'm not advocating stealing clothes or anything from a place that you work at, because that's a surefire way to get fired. And it doesn't make any sense, because the place that you work at, they're paying you a paycheck, right? Because whenever you get caught, that's it, right? Stealing from where you work is like the dumbest thing you could ever do, right? Because what happens is, not only do you get fired, but you immediately become unhireable. Why? Because the reason that they fired you, if wherever you try to go work at next, chooses to do like a background check or try to, like, get in contact with your last employer, which is typically what you want to have a good standing with your last employer, because that's how you get like a bump in your pay. Like, that's how you get like, more than what you were getting paid at the previous place, because the only reason that you would want to leave a place that's, you're working at, is if they're not paying you enough. So you're looking for another opportunity to make more money. And you could go from working at Hollister, for example, to working at like, Macy's. Then you go from Macy's to working at like Nordstrom. Then you go from Nordstrom and start working at like a high-end boutique that pays you, a commission for everything you sell, because the stuff that you're selling is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, you can move on up to, working from Hollister to Louis Vuitton. But if you're sitting here and you're stealing, clothes, at some point you're going to get caught. You're like, how are you going to get caught? Like, because everything is on camera. Like literally everything is on camera, and you have a person's job that is literally to see what's being stolen. And when like stuff is stolen, it's, you know, it comes up missing. Like there's a thing called inventory check, which is part of LP's job, is to check inventory. So at some point you are going to get caught because they're going to try to find out, how are these clothes coming up missing? Like we're supposed to have this and we don't, and it doesn't match, you know, the inventory doesn't match the sales. Like we're supposed to have X amount of sales from this amount of inventory that we have, and the inventory is missing, but we don't have the money for the missing inventory, you know, because if the inventory is missing and there's no money there, that means it's stolen. But if the inventory is missing, but the sales are there, that means it's because everything was sold. But again, going back to the whole point of eventually you will get caught stealing. And when you get caught stealing, you will get fired and become immediately unhireable. Why wait for the police on top of that? Why wait for the police on top of that? Like, yeah, I get it. Look, I get it if they got all this stuff built up on you, you know, the police gonna come try to show up to your house anyway. But I'd rather be home. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather be home than get caught in this situation, like at a mall, right? You're at a mall and there's a store next door. You know, there's like people that you, like when you work at a mall, all of the people that work at the mall typically, you know, like will have some sort of interaction with each other because they're all getting there before the mall opens. So, you know, they're getting there before the mall opens. They're going to the food court for lunch. You know, they're getting a discount there, which again takes me back to the fact that you're getting a discount on your clothes already. Like you're already getting a discount on your clothes. Why do you need to steal them on top of that? Why do you need so many clothes to begin with? Because if she stole thousands of clothes with her water bottle, you know, thousands of dollars worth of clothes, what are you necessarily doing with the wardrobe? The other thing is this, that there is a possibility that they don't necessarily have her on camera stealing, which takes me back to, why are you waiting for the police? Like, let them show up to your house at least. Like, and then say, well, what is it? What is it about? Like, what do you need? You know, and like, let them have the need to put a warrant out for your arrest. Like, don't just sit there where they're going to question you, take the statement from, you know, the manager, you know, loss prevention, where they're going to take these statements and in your face, they're going to take these statements in your face, say that they have all this evidence or whatever, and then take you to jail. Like, this makes no sense. I know I didn't sit here, like, I can't, because I thought it was going to be like something, you know, like real scammy, where like somehow she was able to like get people's information with the water bottle and like use credit cards that belong to other people. Like, I don't know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect. Maybe she was hiding, you know, something in the water bottle that was capable of like giving it. Like, I don't know. Okay. I don't know. I just thought it would be something cooler than stealing clothes.
This is Marie. She has taken some merchandise over like the past year, I would say. And,
You've been doing this for a year. No wonder why she felt like she could keep getting away with it. Like, and again, you do something like this, you do it for like, you know, a good week, you know, maybe here and there, to where it looks like it could be sporadically stolen by a customer and they just don't have like the way to prove that it was stolen by a customer. But yeah, I don't know. You've been doing this for a year? That's goofy.
Merchandise here. She was nice enough to bring it back to us today. She never more.
This whole pile?
Yes, sir. So it's 26 items valued at $750.70 before tax. However, it is under in each separate occasion. She never took this all. Like, this is over an extended period of time. So if you guys wanted to go about it for a theft, then you can. I understand the state law, so if you guys need to handle it a different way, I understand as well. She did write us a statement explaining like what happened and like the why she took it, but there is other stuff she was unable to return, which the company will not prosecute on that because
Okay.
we don't have the merch. But
Gotcha. And this, you found out all this today, I guess, or? It's
we've
an
been
ongoing
conducting
thing?
an investigation.
Okay. Let me just read this real quick, and then your name is Marie. All right, I will talk to you just in a second.
In the meantime, I'm just gonna have her fill out our company trespass form. So like this is the one I was talking about. For 2 years, no coming into the Abercrombies or Hollisters.
I want to know why she showed up and gave them back the merchandise. Like, did they tell you that they got you and they know that you stole it and that basically come bring back the stuff and you'll be okay? Like, did you really fall for that? Like, Marie, you cannot be that inherently stupid. Like, if you got caught, they're going to fire your ass. Not only are they going to fire you, apparently they're going to set you up to go to jail. But at least you know, well, if they're going to fire me, then what's the point of showing back up to work? Like, I'm going to be without a job. Like, if they caught you, they're not going to just let you off the hook.
So, are hereby trespassed from all Abercrombie and Fitch properties, including Abercrombie and Hollister for 2 years. If you agree to that, please just sign.
All right, Marie, go ahead and just stand up for me in the meantime. I'm just going to put you in handcuffs and then just kind of explain to you what's going on, okay?
I don't get it. I don't think I'm gonna pause the video anymore. I'm lying. Damn, this was just like last month.
Oh, 422.
Wait, was this Easter?
Okay, you can have-
423? I don't remember.
All right, so I'm going to just read you your Miranda warnings, okay? Because obviously you're not free to go, and I got some questions for you. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Any statement...
No,
can
no,
be used against you
wasn't.
in a
It
court of
wasn't
law. Do you
Easter.
understand everything that I
Easter is
explained to you?
420.
Okay.
It's
So I
after
see that
Easter.
you've already written out a statement. Was that statement accurate, what you provided to your manager over here?
Yes.
Okay. That was a lot of stuff on
Why
that
she got a
list.
smirk on her face? Like,
Did you like keep a log of everything?
she wanna go to
when you
jail?
were stealing it, or
No, it's just like
because that's like a big list of items. I know some of which like you didn't return, which is fine.
yeah.
But like it's actually like surprising that you actually remembered everything what it was because it's like completely itemized. So,
I mean, before I wrote that down, we like talked about it for a bit. I've been working here for like a year and a half at this point.
okay. So last year around like December time is when you started.
Well, I guess technically 2 years ago in
2 years.
2023,
Okay.
in August or September.
August of 2023. Okay.
Yeah.
And is that when you started stealing things from the store? When was like the first
No.
thing that you stole?
I don't remember the first. Probably something like small, like a tank top. And then, and I think it was like 2 months into me being hired here.
Okay. And it says that when you were stealing stuff, you would use like a water bottle or something?
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
I have like a thermal water bottle, so you can't see through it. So I'll just like put stuff in there.
You would put it in the water bottle. How big is a water bottle?
It's like a 24-ounce hydro flask. Like it's kind of thin.
Okay, and each time was it always that with that, or were there other methods in how you do things?
That or just wearing stuff under my clothes.
Okay. Approximately, do you know how many items that you've stolen in the store?
50 something.
Okay, and in total value, could you estimate how much that was?
We estimated it out to about 1,500, I think. Just
Okay.
under 1,500.
But today you returned, do you know how many things that you returned today?
Yeah, about $700 something worth of stuff, but
Mhm.
$400 something worth of what they can like resell again.
Okay. Well, why wouldn't they be able to resell the other stuff?
It's been worn.
Oh, okay. Understand.
I don't get this. I don't get this girl, bro. Like, what's wrong with her? She like returned items that she worn. I don't get it. Like, I'm really puzzled right now why she's giving all of this information. She's saying I stole $1,500 worth of stuff. Right now they had like 700, which made it like a misdemeanor, right? But she just admitted to 1,500, what makes it a felony. Does she want to be a felon? Like, what is this, some weird ass initiation for her to join like the cartel? Like, I don't know. Like, can anybody explain this to me? I have zero clue. Like, why is she doing this? What was the purpose? Clearly, I feel like she knew she would be fired. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay. Just kind of going through your statement here. So items like black leggings, bikini tops, white bikinis, swimwear. Is there any particular reason why you're stealing all these things?
To not have to pay for them. Some things were for friends.
Okay. The stuff that you weren't able to retrieve, why weren't you able to?
I'm here for college, but my hometown is Orlando, so that's like, it's just at my house.
So the remainder of the items that aren't here today that you returned are like at your house?
Copy South Florida, South Carolina tag.
And how did they find out that you
I have a camera.
Foxtrot Whiskey Sierra
Okay, and then
934 FWS.
did they call you in today?
They have a camera, but you've been stealing stuff for like a year. But they have a camera. I think you got played. And you really believe that shit. They just put two and two together and said it was you. I think you got played.
I just worked today, so I just came in.
And what did they tell you today? Loss prevention, what did they talk to you about today? Was this your first time hearing about this?
You just worked today, but you brought the stuff
and
back?
what did they say to you today?
They just told me to sit down, and we started talking about loss prevention, and that they know I've been stealing, and then
And this statement that you wrote was
So she got
voluntarily
played.
on your own?
I mean, it was guided, but it's all true, and like, I would have said that.
When you say guided, what do you mean?
Like, he asked me questions kind of in like a template format, like, okay, the first thing you want to write is your name. How long
Oh, so just kind of explaining how like the statement goes?
Yeah.
Okay, but everything that you wrote done voluntarily, correct?
Peter Apostelli. Thank you.
All right. You have anything else that you want to add to the statement? Or
No, she gave you everything you needed on the on a platter.
I know it says in here that you're apologetic and stuff, but
It's not how it
unfortunately,
works.
They do want to prosecute, so we do have to go through that process. I'll kind of explain to you where we go from here afterwards, but being that it's a little over $700, $750, unfortunately, you'll probably have to go take the ride today to jail, okay?
Marie thinks she was caught on surveillance video. However, loss prevention provides
I told you! No video! Just got her to admit to it.
the tip information to the officers.
On 324,
I knew
received an
it!
anonymous tip from the ethics hotline that stock associate Maria Viles might be committing merchandise theft. The following are the details from the call. Since March 2024, Maria has been stealing clothes that fit in a water bottle at the Hollister store that is located at this store. Over the last year, Mary has stolen around 500. No one at the store knows about this situation. That's all we had.
Okay, is that something I can get a copy of?
You can
Literally.
if you want this
No
case
proof.
report that we have right here. You can take it, sir.
So right now I'm just waiting for a female officer
She that
to
stupid.
get here because they gotta search you. We're not allowed to. And then I'll walk you out to my car. We'll try and do the paperwork and get you up there as soon as you can. That way you can get out in the morning, okay? Okay. You said you're 21?
Yes.
Okay.
You say you're in school? What school?
Florida Atlantic University.
What are you studying?
Criminal justice.
What are you trying to do?
Law.
Law enforcement or a lawyer or?
Right now I'm thinking maybe like something with domestic.
Okay. Look, this ain't the end of the world, right? So you're being charged with it, right? You go through the court process. You go through the whole ordeal. You might be able to get this corrected.
She get a slap on the wrist.
And obviously you're a student and stuff.
100%. She get a slap on the
This
wrist.
is a life lesson learned, right? You seem like a great kid. Made some bad decisions. And you're in this position now, right? You have nobody else but to blame but yourself, unfortunately. Sometimes when it seems too good to be true, like I'm sure the first few items were like, oh wow, it's easy, right? I kept on going. There's a reason why people get caught. There's a reason why there's police officers. People get caught all the time because it goes on forever. But this is not bad because there's other people that steal more valuable things, and they're probably looking at a little bit longer, sentences and things like that because they do it so often. They get caught so often. Again, you seem like a great kid. You just made a stupid decision, and hopefully this ends here. I'm sure your parents are gonna be
Definitely
pissed.
got a slap on
And
the
you're
wrist.
21. You don't have to tell them, but you're getting arrested. You're probably gonna need a lawyer and stuff. When you go to court, you gonna tell your parents?
Yeah.
She told you. She might as well.
Do I get an opportunity to use my phone at any point?
Not now, but probably when you get up to county jail, you'll be able to make a phone call. And then depending on how this officer is, you can request a phone call. We don't have to give you a phone call. But again, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't get a phone call. Right? You've been cooperative. You're not, give us a hard time. Again, we're just doing our jobs at the end of the day. So I don't see why not. And when was the last time you stole something?
Today.
Yesterday?
Yeah. And before that, it was a while.
Okay. And obviously, it's what's done is done. But what made you think it was a good idea?
Just I could save the money and then not getting caught after the first couple of times. I'm like, I could really save money if you do it.
No, I get it. It's opportunity, right? You see the opportunity and you get away with it for a few times and probably a lot of times and just caught up. And a lot of this stuff is for yourself, and I'm sure you got stuff for your friends and family and stuff as gifts. But again, hopefully this is the last time. Is this your first job? Where did you work
What?
before this?
My first job, I've been working since I was 16. So before this, directly before this, was American Eagle, and I never stole from there.
A female officer arrives to search Marie before she is transported to jail.
You want to do me a favor, just standing up?
Yeah.
Face that way.
Got some of the pedigree information.
You have anything that's going to poke me, stick me, or cut me? Do me a favor, spread your feet apart.
She's so pleased to go to jail. It's so confusing. I would be so pissed. So pissed. She got played.
Yeah, I haven't done one of those.
I give them the option. Just don't throw that out there.
Sorry, let me just take this.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro,
Yeah, if you want to.
Favor, just sit down. You're going to take your shoes off.
That black bag is yours?
You want it?
Yes, please. These hot sauce? I got you. I'll do it for you.
One day work is great.
I got half a day.
One day. What time?
Same way we came in? Oh, one second.
It's not gonna go up, right? One way to find out, right? You got scared, huh? You thought it was. Hey, I think I get rid of that shit.
The Chick-fil-A car.
Oh, you did? What'd you get?
Performance.
Oh, they're gonna key your shit.
They over here talking about he just got a Tesla.
Model 3 or?
Why?
Why?
Fast. And then they all 4,000 credit.
Talking about they gonna key your shit. Hell yeah, they gonna key your shit, bro.
Get the Volkswagen straight.
Well, the leasing for that was like $200.
Marie Aviles was charged with felony grand theft and felony organized fraud under $20,000.
She definitely gets a slap on the wrist. Bro, I knew for a fact. Like I could just tell they didn't have anything on her. She had been doing it for a year. Like if they would have had actual like video, like proof, she would have been done like 2-3 months, right? They would have like let her like basically hang herself and then just take everything from the footage from 2 to 3 months and just pinned it on her. But no, she kept doing it because they had no proof. They just had like an anonymous tip, and had she legit just not shown back up to work, or even shown up to work and just worked, she would have not went to jail. Because you need proof. Like there's no proof. All the I still can't believe this shit, bro. That's what made this stupid. Is she let them tell her, oh, we know it's you. Come bring back this stuff. Like that's supposed to just make everything okay. No. Literally, no. I'm telling you now, like I said in the beginning, stealing from where you work is the stupidest shit you can do. Why? Because if you do get caught, again, you become instantly unhireable. Right? You're going to have to go somewhere where they're not going to care about what you did prior. Right? That's the only way. And then now you're going to have like this, because obviously, I haven't applied for a job in a long time, and I don't know what they put on the job applications for, in Florida. But, when I was her age, there's a question. Have you committed a felony within the last 7 years? It used to be, have you committed a misdemeanor or felony? But then they kind of phased out the misdemeanor and just said, have you committed a felony within like the last 7 years? And if she doesn't get a slap on the wrist, because she could still get convicted of a felony and still get a slap on the wrist, such as like probation, she's going to have to put yes, because they're going to do a background check and it's going to pop up. Even if they don't contact the previous employer, that's still going to pop up. So you're going to ask her to explain what happened, and you're just going to have to hope that whoever it is that hires you is either a complete perv, because she is young, a complete perv, or someone that actually likes to give people second chances. Other than that, right now she's unhireable. She's literally unhireable, right? She'll be unhireable like that for a while in terms of like getting herself in a position where she could like make a decent living, because she was in a position where she was there for a year and a half where, like I mentioned to you, you can literally work yourself up by going to a different department store that will pay you more. And then from there, you can go to a different department store that will pay you more. Right? While she's sitting there trying to get her criminal justice degree and work with, on domestic cases such as like, I guess, domestic violence, or like be a caseworker for kids, or whatever it is that she decides that she wants to do. But she's got a while to like figure it out, because now this is on her record. It's like, yes, even though it's probably going to be her first offense, clearly the way she reacted, it was like her first offense, because anyone that's willing to come bring back the stolen items is not someone who's done, that before. Because if that was the case, she wouldn't have brought it back, which clearly means that she really was just thinking innocently when she was doing it, which, makes sense. She thought she was like, hey, I'm getting, some clothes from where I work at, instead of taking advantage of, my discount, which typically discounts when you work somewhere is like around 30%. Instead of taking advantage of her discount and buying stuff that's on sale on top of that discount, she decided that it made way more sense to sell the stuff. Which, it makes no sense to me. Like, you're already getting a 30% discount. The stuff goes on sale. Just do the normal thing that people do. Put items to the side for yourself. Like, put some items to the side. Right? Especially if it's going to go on sale. They're going to have a sale. Put it to the side. And then take advantage of it. Like, at least then you're paying for this stuff and you won't go to jail. You might get fired because you're putting like merchandise to the side for you to purchase at a later date. But at that point, you're still technically a customer. It's something that would be frowned upon, but I think you would probably get written up for that before you get fired. Because at least you're buying the stuff. But what she did is she innocently let them tell her to come bring the stuff, like everything will be okay. Just give a statement of what you did. And, like, no, you just admitted to a crime, and I wouldn't trust anything. It's like, look, had they just let her, I still can't. The fact that I'm talking about this long is how puzzled I am. Had they just if they just let them fire her, she gets charged with nothing. Why? Because they don't have any proof. All they have is somebody's word. And that's really not good enough. Especially for such a small amount of stuff. Right? They said they really only had like a few $100 of things that they were like, could say that she was stealing. I think it was like $500? Like $500 of stuff. Instead, I don't know, like, so innocent. That's what I'm more upset about that, because they did take advantage of her innocence, because she wasn't like doing it to be like completely like I don't know, like deceptive or devious. She was really just doing it because like she just wanted to look cute. I don't fucking know. She just wanted to look cute, I guess. Like, she said she was stealing it for herself. It wasn't like she was boosting it. Boosting it is when you steal it to then resell it, meaning she wouldn't have even had the items to begin with. So being able to return the stuff she did does mean that she was not boosting. But still, again, if you're going to do the stupid shit of stealing from the place that you work at, don't show up to work if they tell you that they got you. Get fired. Especially if they tell you to bring the stuff back, don't do that. Because then that's evidence. Like, That's what makes it so stupid. If you're going to be stupid enough to steal from work, just don't do what she did. Don't go back with the stuff at least. If you don't show up to work and be a gangster about it, show up to work, right? Cool. Show up to work. They telling you they got proof? Show me. Show me. If they don't want to show you, cool. I'm going home. Guess what? In order to search my house, the police need a warrant. So if they happen to have a warrant and I don't have enough time to discard the stolen items that you guys are looking for, I mean that's that outcome, whether I showed up and gave the stuff back, would be the exact same. So at least by me saying I'm going home, I got an opportunity, if there's no warrant, to get rid of the evidence. So stupid, bro. I can't believe I really sat here and spent like an extra 10, 15 minutes just rambling off. Because it's the reality. This is like I said in the first place, don't steal from where you work at. Don't do it. Because if they catch you, you get fired. And trust me, the little $1,500 worth of stuff, her going to jail, she at least, look, she fired, she going to jail. That's two things that will stop her from making whatever it is that she quote unquote thought she could save the money. That's two things that will stop her from getting paid for a minimum a couple of months, which is way more. Like working for 2 months is way more than $1,500. Don't do this shit, okay? That's kind of the point. Don't do this shit. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one, man. I don't even know when that's gonna be, man. I'm so irritated by the videos that I watched today, man. Peace.